Okay, let's start with topic number one, and we'll zero in, obviously, on the NFC playoffs. We thought it would be a war. I kept using terminology about trench warfare, things of that. It turned out to be a war of attrition. The 49ers knocked out by the Philadelphia Eagles in more ways than one. The terrific loss of Brock Purdy very early in the first quarter on the heavy hit. The latest report, he has a torn elbow ligament, needs immediate surgery, going for a second opinion. His doctor does not want to do the surgery right now. The 49ers doctors want the surgery done immediately, 6-month rehab, which would push him probably back to August. Horrible loss for the 49ers with a player going down. Then the reality, they have no offense. They bring the backup journeyman quarterback in, Josh Johnson. He suffers a concussion, a very scary sight on the field when he got hit. Same hit, trying to make a pass. Same blow right in the area that Purdy got that suffered a ligament damage. Same result. Johnson goes down, but this time he hits his back of his head on the turf really hard. We didn't know that he had a concussion initially, but I saw a film clip that really scared me because as he was down on his back, John, his left hand was doing this.
Really?
And the networks either didn't pick it up or didn't want to comment on it. So he was really dinged. So now you have no quarterbacks whatsoever. You're strictly a run offense. They thought maybe Christian McCaffrey would be the quarterback and Deebo Samuel would be the running back, but that then telegraphs to everybody we have to run the football. It was really poor. They only completed 2 passes in the second half when Purdy came back in, 2 dump and runs. He had no ability to hold the football, no strength of arm to get it down the field. San Francisco had 48 yards in offense in the second half. At the end of the day, Philadelphia's offensive line mashed them. Philadelphia's defensive line mashed them. The Eagles are a complete football team, and they're going to the Super Bowl. Has to just be a really sad day in San Francisco because you know how hard it is to put a 12-game winning streak together and all the things that they accomplished. I will throw this out there, though. When they were down to one quarterback on the roster, and that was Brock Purdy, why did they not go get somebody more accomplished than Josh Johnson, who's been in and out of football for a decade? He's been with 14 teams. His record as a starter in the NFL is 1-8. He's merely a body on the roster. Could they have not gone out and gotten a veteran who was on the street, a Blaine Gabbert or somebody like that would at least make you competitive? They did not. They really suffered the consequences. But maybe the bottom line is they didn't belong on the field with Philadelphia because Philadelphia just seems to be in a different solar system right now. San Francisco unraveled, 11 penalties, a bunch of ugly incidents, the back half of that game.
Yeah.
The whole thing just totally got away from Kyle Shanahan. It throws cold water on a great season. They still have a great roster. It's a really young roster. The future is still very much ahead of them. But, geez, what a lousy way to end the season considering what they've done since mid-October.
Yeah, it was interesting watching the game because the defenses were both dominant on both sides. But at some point, the Niners offense just couldn't, stay on the field for any period of time. But I kind of felt like the Eagles reminded me a lot of the 85 Bears, just the way that defense was so dominating and the way they're taking out players was incredible. But you got to give it up. The Niners made it this far with their third string quarterback. I mean, what a great feat. But it was a disappointing day for San Francisco fans.
So Philadelphia marches on. Let's